Hi you guys, it's your girl Lilium here, and thank you for joining me today on this little vlog. I kind of wanted to do more videos where you guys could ask me different questions and I'll give my opinion on whether or not, I would do something, or, what my opinions are on different things. And for this episode, I wanted to talk about whether I would like to have children or not. But before I get into that, just a quick update on how I've been doing. And I've been kind of tired and a bit sort of depleted in a sense, but I'm kind of getting back into my groove of making videos. Sorry. And as you can see, my hair is a bit shorter. I just had it cut, and I also have an undercut now in the neck, which I'm really happy that I did. And in a week's time, I have an appointment to have my biggest tattoo yet, which is going to be on my arm here. And here is a picture, so you know what I'm getting roughly. It's an owl, and the thingies that comes out of the wings are gonna be more like Japanesey kind of waves and stuff, and not so, they're not supposed to look like this. They're supposed to be more like waves and water. So I'm very, very excited about it, but I'm also really dreading it a bit, because I'm like, oh, can I handle it? And it's gonna be a long, long day of sitting for a long time getting tattooed, but I have so much more projects that I want to have done, like big pieces, and definitely gonna work on this arm first. So far I have this one, I have this one, this one. So getting this chunk done will be really massive and will be really daunting. But enough about that. I will probably make a tattoo tour, and I'll take my camera with me to my tattoo artist in Copenhagen, and you guys can come with me and see how the tattoo is being made. So, to get back to the topic of kids, I am currently almost 31 years old, and I do not have any kids. Many people have asked me also, obviously previous partners I've had, or my parents have asked me, or my, friends and stuff, because they want children. My two best friends, he and she, they both want children when they have the time and the money for it, and I really support them in doing that, and I would gladly take care of their kids. With that being said, I do not have any aspirations of becoming a mother. I know that many of you probably feel in my videos that I'm very, maternal and nurturing and stuff. But the truth is, I don't have any wish to have children, both because it costs a lot of money, and I only make enough for myself. And to be honest, I already feel like I have a kid, which is my cat. So I know that's a bit, loner cat lady of me to say, but she really is my baby and my fur baby, and I'd rather take care of her, or, in the future, when I don't have her anymore, adopt animals from shelters who would otherwise be euthanized, and give them a lovely life. Also taken into consideration is my mental illness, which is borderline personality disorder. There is not so much study being done, but it is thought to be that borderline is 50% biologically inheritable and 50% environmentally caused. So since I have the full-fledged version, I don't want to pass that on to my kid, or if I would have a kid. And I would obviously be a very good mother because I would be able to understand what they go through. But at the same time, I don't want to inflict the same suffering I've had experienced myself onto others. And it would be very difficult for me to see myself in my own child, and in case that they would have a breakdown where the illness starts to flourish and they start to become depressed or cut themselves or hurt themselves and start to abuse alcohol and drugs and just destroy themselves. It would absolutely break my heart. And just me having basically put my parents through all that stuff, I can't imagine how heartbreaking it would feel if my own kid would do that. The third reason is probably very logically based, and that is that we are already overpopulated. We are way too many children and people on the earth the way it is now. So from a logical stance, I cannot see why I would contribute to having a kid and basically aiding the overpopulation in the world. That is something it's just a logical thing. Like, I don't feel like I need to do that. So I don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend right now, but I definitely would prefer my partner to not have kids and to basically not have any aspirations of having kids, because otherwise I don't know, feel pressured, or we wouldn't sync, and it would always be like, I would always feel pressure to kind of make that decision. If they wanted kids, then I know, okay, at some point we're gonna have a kid, otherwise we can't be together. And I think for me that's very important to have with a partner, that you both in the beginning you agree, kids, no kids. And you can always change your mind, of course, but if I was, let's say, to have a kid at some point, I would definitely adopt. I would never procreate. I would never give birth to my own child, both because of the complications that can come with with giving birth, which is very, very dangerous, even if we have hospitals and everything. So giving birth is very, very serious, and it can lead to a lot of complications. And so for me, just for that, I'm very afraid of hospitals as it is, and imagining myself getting a C-section or something, and oh my god, it's just I get so anxious when I think about it. And I would much rather adopt a child that's in need of a home instead of creating one. And to be honest, I don't pick, like, for example, my two best friends, they're like my brother and my sister. They're just family I chose myself, and I would feel the same way with a kid, that even though they're not mine by blood, they're mine by heart. I guess also the reason why I wanted to talk about this topic, if you're a girl and you're watching, that there's a lot of shame involved, like, oh, why aren't you gonna have kids? Why aren't you gonna be a mother? And it's almost like, just because you're born female, you're obliged to have a kid. You're just, use that uterus, you go do that, why don't you want to have kids? At some point your biological clock is gonna start ticking and everything. And like, I'm almost 31 and I haven't heard that clock tick once. Maybe once actually, but that was because I was crazy in love and stupid, So, But coming out of that psychosis of love and kind of getting back to myself, I realized, you know, I never want to have kids. It's just not me. I'd much rather spend my time, instead of changing diapers, I'd much rather play computer. Instead of, you know, taking my kids somewhere, I would much rather go on holiday, travel by myself, with my partner, with my friends, and spend my money on different things. And I think that's a completely honest opinion to have. I think it's, you know, it's my life. I'm not, you know, renting out my uterus to someone else or someone else owns me. I think it's very important to know, you know, if you're a girl and you don't want to have kids, just know you have my complete respect, and I very much applaud you for, you know, telling others that even if they're like, if your mom is pressuring you or whoever it might be, that you kind of take a stance and you say, well, listen, I don't really have any wish to have kids, so why should I do something I don't want to do? And I don't know why people find that so hard to believe. And they would be like, oh, you would make such a great mother, you would this and that. And my friends have also told me this, and I'm like, yeah, I probably would, but I don't want to be a mother, so it kind of doesn't matter. I'd much rather spend my money differently, and from my logical stance, it doesn't make any fucking sense for me to have any kids. Yeah, much rather maybe be a babysitter for my friends' kids and whatever. And I do like kids, it's not like I hate them or anything. I do find kids and can be cute and they can be funny and stuff. So I'm not like, you know, a baby hater or a child hater. I just don't have any, you know, I just don't want to have kids all the time, you know, like I like to have a time frame and say, okay, for the next 6 hours I'm with my friends' kids or whatever. That's fine. But then I want to be able to go home, close the door, and no kids. Just me. So I hope that you found this video interesting, guys. I know this is just my personal preferences, and if you are a mother or father watching this, congratulations on that and for doing what you want with your life and you're having beautiful kids. That's completely up to you, but my choice is just not to procreate and to just be me for, yeah, for as long as I can. So, and if I get a partner at one point, it will be me and him or me and her. So, yeah, I guess that's just how we choose to live our lives, and there are many different versions of life. We take many different paths, and they're all completely individual, because we're all individuals and we're all special, and we have our own things that we do and that we don't do. So I find different opinions and to have nice discussions is always uplifting, and I like to think and to make other people think. So I hope that this video at least was interesting for you, and let me know in the comments if you would like me to do more of these kinds of videos where I just sit and talk and it's not edited very much, it's just me talking. So let me know in the comments if what you would like to see maybe in the future for other topic videos and my opinions on stuff and whatnot. And with that being said, I wish you a lovely sunny day. It's lovely sunny here in Denmark, so really awesome. I'll see you soon, guys, and remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and check out my Patreon and my Tingles accounts in the description below if you want to support me and my channels. I will see you next time, guys. Mwah.